Hi guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be talking about setting up my Hobonichi Cousin. It is actually my first full year Hobonichi Cousin. I've said in other videos that I have used the Avec for the latter half of the year before, but this is going to be a full year commitment for me. And it's October right now, and I actually got my Hobonichi Cousin on Amazon almost a month ago. But I have just gotten kind of swept up in this conversation about how the paper is bad this year. And I am by no means like a fountain pen or a paper connoisseur. I just love the Hobonichi paper. I do love certain pens, but I don't use fountain pens. And that's mostly because I'm just kind of scared to get into that world. I know there are affordable ones, but it's inevitable that I'm going to covet the more expensive ones. And I know each bottle of ink is probably not that cheap. So I just have kind of steered away from that. Now, I don't use ballpoint pens. I don't like the experience of a ballpoint pen. I do use mostly gel pens. So I don't think the paper issue is gonna matter for me, but the fact that I bought it on Amazon almost a month ago and I have a day or two to return it still if I want, it makes me kind of feel like I have to rush and test out my pens, even though I know that my pens aren't really gonna matter. Now I do use the Tombow brush pens and that might have some bleed through. And then I have this other, I should know how to say it by now. I'm sure you guys know the Fudu no Suke. I'm going to learn the right way to say it very soon. I know these will probably be there. I heard especially the soft one seems to be more heavy and might bleed through. But in reality, if you're not a fountain pen user, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to say it probably won't matter to me as much. I don't paint in it. I use mostly gel pens. So I don't know, I just got swept up. And I'm one of those people that if I get something new, I just can't live. I need to kind of let it simmer in my house for a while. I need to let it exist in my life before I like get into it. So when I buy new shoes or something or a bag or clothes, I don't wear it right away. Or maybe I'll wear it around the house, but I'll never debut it outside. And that's kind of how my Hobonichi Cousin has been. It's been sitting here. I got into my Sterling ink the moment I got it, but the Hobonichi Cousin, I've just let it kind of sit here. But today, I think it's time. I'm gonna get into it. I want to show you guys how I'm going to set it up, and use every section. And if you couldn't already tell by the title of this video, it will be Taylor Swift themed. Now, I'm gonna talk about that more within the video, just little tidbits of why I'm a Swiftie and why I wanna decorate it that way. Now, I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but for this millennial who loves paper planning, I'm also a Swiftie, and I decided for this year, I kind of want to make it like a millennial Swiftie themed planner. Because why? Because it makes me happy. I love planning. I love Taylor Swift's music, and that's what I want to do. And paper planning, or even digital planning, which I'm not really into, but paper planning, if you like it like that, you like a whole bunch of emojis, you like floral, you like cozy aesthetic, you like Taylor Swift, you should plan it any way you want. And this is just kind of how I'm going to do it this year. All right, so the mood is set. I lit my candles. I have my Taylor Swift little pen baggie that I put all my pens in. My iced coffee because it's California and it's still hot today in October. My first ever Taylor Swift CD that I actually bought. It's actually the last CD that I've ever owned because everything was Spotify for all music after this album. And then, of course, my trusty hair clip. Now, this is a side note. If you guys are like me and you're one of those millennials that go into a parking lot with your music blasting and you literally cannot find a parking spot or concentrate because the music's too loud, that's me, but with planning and hair. In my opinion, if I'm going to do something super serious like planning, I need to have my hair out of the way. I can't have it falling down. So when I actually see those male athletes that have super long hair and they don't put it in a ponytail or a bun and it's just like free flowing, I'm amazed that they're able to do something as serious as competitive sports and have their hair down. Like, that just cannot be me. If I was doing sports, I would have to have it tied up. All right, anyway, let me get back to this. So, see, I've said in another video that Hobonichi is quite eclectic, and like, to me, this is not cute. It's kind of creepy. Oops, I hope I don't burn this. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of like, I really wanted to be able to use these pictures in some way, but I don't think that's very cute. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe I will later. Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. But anyway, we'll get back to this. Let me see. Where is the stickers that I wanted to go with? Okay, so actually let me go back to my original Hobonichi that I had. I made it very simple and I really like this vibe, so I think I'm going to do something similar to this. I actually got those floral stickers from this Happy Planner set. Of all the sticker sets that I've bought, I actually think this is the most bang for your buck for me because I love floral stickers. I don't actually like a lot of phrases, and this one is kind of minimal. And to me, floral is very neutral. Now, I'm pretty sure I actually got this at full price, which seems like a lot, $22. But when you think about the fact that it has 229 pieces, I dare you to go out there and find a sticker packet that's floral themed like this that gives you 229 stickers for $22. Most sticker businesses that have gorgeous floral stickers, they are not this cheap. Like a little sheet, that'll be like $3. So I think this is a really great bang for your buck if you like this kind of theme. And I've kind of sparingly used it because I think some of these are so pretty, but this year I'm really gonna go all out. And what I wanted to do actually was use this. So this was a sheet in there. I cut it out because I wanted to kind of arrange how it would look like, and I thought this gold would go really well. But then I got analysis. Do any of you guys have sticker application like anxiety? Because I do. I have it a lot. And I just couldn't figure out a way that I like this. So I hate that I cut it out. Like I ripped it out and I cut it out. I hate that I did that. Because I ended up saying, you know what, forget it. I'm actually going to do this. I decided to actually go with this rose gold theme. I'm going to put this sticker up here and then this one down here. I think I'm going to make it super simple in the front and then see if I like it. So normally I'm not really a fan of doing plan with me type of content because I get analysis paralysis and I like to take my time, and sometimes I take a really long time, and plan with me type of stuff doesn't allow me that. Okay, how does that look? Let's zoom in. That looks okay, right? Okay, that was okay. Woo! All right, let's try the next one. All right, let's try, I'm gonna do the bottom here. What do you think? I like it. I like that it's simple. Maybe I'll want to add something eventually, but as far as it goes today, I like the simplicity. Now, I know I said I'm going to do Taylor Swift theme, and I will, but in the front, I wanted to keep it neutral like that. So we will now get into the meat and potatoes of this, okay? So I've seen a lot of people decorate this first sheet and some even here. And then let's talk about this. So what I want to do here is where I start the Taylor Swift madness. I actually got this sticker from a friend who used her Cricut to make Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert shirts for us. And then she made a sticker too. So I think I'm going to put it here. I actually thought about putting here first, but I realized then I would have to cut off the period. I don't know why she put a period here, but I don't know. I just kind of want to keep it. So I think I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. And the thing is, I am very, very, like I said, I'm not an artist. And stickering is as creative as I get. But what I am a stickler for is I need things to be straight and balanced. And like if I have a sticker here, it needs to balance out here, like type of thing, which I don't know if it's artistic. Maybe a real artist will see the beauty in the imbalance. But because I like to use rulers. I need lines to be straight. This is why stickering gives me anxiety sometimes. So I'm going to put it here. Now, I have this huge Taylor Swift sticker set. Let me get it out for you guys. I don't know what I was thinking, but I saw them on maybe Temu. And I was like, I need it. So I got 5 sticker sets of Taylor Swift themed stuff. The only thing that I realized after the fact is it has a lot of midnight stickers. It doesn't have any TTPD. It doesn't really have Fearless or her original Taylor Swift, but mostly it's midnights. So I had to really, go into here. And I kind of like this because it has a lot of her more famous lyrics. Well, I don't know if it's more famous, but it has a lot of that. So from here, I actually found these 3 that I love, and I think I'm going to use these. So I will say my first love was the 1989. I mean, I did listen to You Belong With Me, and I love that, but the first time I heard the beat of Blank Space on the radio, I was like, what song is that? That beat slaps. And I know that's a Gen Z word, but I thought that song was so good. It immediately got my attention. So now I don't know if this is a Midnight's themed. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if this is Midnight's themed because it has the clock, but I'm going to say this is 1989 theme because it has the color. The color is very 1989. And then I will say Lover is one of my favorite albums of hers. I mean, I can't really say I have one favorite, but I just think the themes of this album are so good. I know a lot of her songs are about heartbreak, but has really good messaging in my opinion. Like The Man, Me, You Need to Calm Down. I just love that kind of stuff, and I love my kids hearing it because I think it has overall good messaging. And this one, of course, is Meet Me at Midnight. I also think Midnight's is a great album, but of course, like I said, it's a very heavy Midnight's themed sticker set. So I think I'm gonna do something like that. Oops, let me zoom out so you guys can take a look, judge for yourself. And then of course we cannot forget Reputation. Reputation, I really fell in love with Reputation later on in the game. Why? Because there's this one line in one of her bigger songs that came on the radio that I just could not get over because it was super cringy for me. And please don't come at me if you're also a Swiftie. It's the one where she goes, Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. And I just hate that part. I just wish that part didn't exist because that's the reason why I didn't listen to the whole album in the very beginning. But I did after that. And I love her Reputation songs. Dancing with My Hands Tied. I don't know. What other song is there that I love? Delicate. I just love those songs. But that one song really killed it for me at first because of that one line. But this one has, let me zoom in. I love this line. It says, in the death of her reputation, she felt truly alive. And I love that. So I'm going to put it right there. Something like that. I want to keep it simple, but obvious that I'm a Swiftie. And again, I want to make sure I feel good when I open this. And I think that is what I am going to do. Okay, I hate this part. Now, I was really debating if I should do this on my own time and not include you guys. See, I can't see where that line is. Ah! Okay, I have to do this on my own time. Hold on. Okay, I'm putting it down. You know what I'm realizing now that I actually took it off? Look it. Is that pretty symmetrical? I think so. This looks like a car decal or something, the way the sticker feels. But putting it here for now. Oh, I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put the 12 on the top. So it's hard to gauge. Oh, shoot. I wanna put it like right there. Okay, this is permanent. All right. Okay, I brought my ruler reinforcement because it will just make me cry if I start like putting the stickers crooked. So I'm gonna put this here to make sure I lay it out all over equally. So I have to put it like, right, oops. Guys, I'm not straight, okay. Lover. Wait, is that two? Oop. Okay, it's done. It's done, it's over. Is that crooked? A little bit. I think I like that. Okay, now I feel better about that. I don't mean this to be so stressful for everybody watching. But this is a real life experience. Like those people that are just, you know what, I'm gonna put it here and live with it and I love it. I just admire that because I am not like that. And I think most people are like me. Okay, that looks good. You know what, this ruler is actually a really great idea because it makes me put it straight. So this is my reputation sticker. Should it be like that? No, I think it's like that. I'm gonna put a little lower. Make sure it is. Okay. All right, what do you guys think? I decided to be totally ridiculous. I haven't used my Cricut in years, but you know, I want to do this because everyone does it. They get their Cricut thing and then they, you know, they smash their stickers in. So I got use out of this today. All right, the next one I'm going to do is I'm debating between seasons change and so do we versus live fully in the season you're in. I think I'm going to do this one, and I am going to put this one right here. And I'm going to do it on my own time because I don't want to stress you guys out because I need it to be in the middle. You know what? I want you guys to feel the thrill with me. So, okay. So, you know, it's about 14 centimeters wide, right? So I'm going to see if I can, it looks like in is the middle, that little tip might be the middle-ish. Is that middle of the paper-ish? Oh, maybe I'll bring it down a little bit more. Something like that. Okay, committing. Wait, is that crooked? That looks a little crooked. Oh! Okay. Okay. Please don't make me regret. Okay, it's on. Okay. Is it crooked, guys? Oh, shoot, it's crooked. Okay, I redid it. Pulled it all off. And I think I fixed it. I hope it's still sticky because, oh, let me get my Cricut thing, because I pulled it off. Now, I think, okay, I will say washi tape, some of that, like those matte stickers, they are easier to pull off. I think these are a little bit harder to pull off. And I always feel like you have hope in pulling off a sticker successfully as long as the paper doesn't like rip off onto the paper, if you know what I mean, like the sticky part. That if that happens, you're done. But this one, oh dude, you guys, I'm sweating. Okay, so I didn't, okay, I think it's successful. That's the thrill of my day today. So recap, my floral stickers, my Taylor Swift theme stickers, and then floral again. Live fully in the season you're in, which is what I plan to do. All right, so let's get back to what I plan to do with this section. I'm going to start this soon because we're in October. I'm actually going to make this my Aunt Flo tracker. Nothing special. I don't need to know birthdays, maybe payday. I don't know. But I'm going to make an Aunt Flo tracker just to see, like, okay, give you warning when it's probably going to come. So that's how I plan to use the yearly section. Let me zoom in for you guys a little. Now, this section, I thought long and hard about how I want to do this. And, oh, let me just say, I want this to be my personal feelings memory keeper. I'm not going to make this functional, and I'll show you how I'm going to use the week section later. But this is going to be just about me doing things that make me feel good in my personal life, things I want to achieve in my personal life. It's not going to be about, hey, let's go to a doctor's appointment at this time. Maybe I will talk about it, but that's not what this planner is going to be for me. So here, what I want to do is, I think I want to do a Korean and Chinese word of the day. So same Korean and Chinese word, but learning it both, because while I'm fluent in Korean, but I am not fluent in Chinese, and I wanted to teach my kids Korean. I can't teach them Chinese, obviously, because my pronunciation will mess it up more for them because I don't speak Chinese. But for me, when I listen to like my husband or my mother-in-law or anybody on the streets happening to speak Mandarin, maybe I could pick up a few words or two. So I think I'm going to do a Korean word of the day, and then I'll probably phonetically write it in English because I don't think it makes a lot of sense for me to try to write it in Chinese. I'm kind of like a firm believer in the new generation. What is the value of writing Korean or Chinese right now? My prerogative would be for them to at least hear and understand and hopefully respond back. Reading would be great, like if you're in an Asian area and you're trying to read the signs, but I would love for them to be able to understand somewhat and respond somewhat, and I kind of want to do the same, at least pick up a few words. So I'm going to write the Korean word and then the Chinese way to say it here, and I'd love to see if I could do this for a while because my kids have been kind of asking to learn Korean, and I think for me, I don't need to learn more Korean, but it would be nice to learn Chinese. So that's what I'm going to do for this section. This section is really easy for me. What I want to do is talk about gratitude of the day, great things that happened that day, and just write it down. This section feels really big all of a sudden. I don't know why. What am I comparing it to? But it feels good. It feels big. I'll probably do some decorations starting in December. I have to remember this starts in December because I might forget and just completely forget about this and start in January. So that's what I want to do. Again, this is a personal, have you guys heard of that dopamine list or something people are doing? Like a list of things they turn to when they're feeling down that they know will cheer them up. I think this might do it for me, just to talk about things that I feel made me feel good. Now, the weekly section. I've said it before, it is the bane of my existence. I can't functionally plan here because I like to time block, and my markers are just not good with that. So I decided to, again, because this is Taylor Swift theme, and you know what? This is a really big reason I'm doing this. I have liked her music for a long time, but you know, I had work, I had kids. I strayed away from her music for a long time. And it's not even her music. I strayed away from music for a long time. All I listened to was some radio music, but I listened to it very superficially. But recently, with going to the Eras tour in Switzerland, which is a whole different video and story time, I really fell in love with her music, her style, the person that she is. And I will say it's not only her. To me, she is inspirational for me because she really opened up the importance and the significance of listening to lyrics or poetry or reading. Because when you listen on the radio without much thought, yes, beats are great. Even Blank Space, that beat is great. But when you listen to the lyrics and the reason she wrote that, it's really, I don't know, it's just really thought-provoking for me. And what I want to do here is write lyrics or quotes that I randomly hear and kind of reflect upon that, because I find this year, ever since I kind of got back into the Swiftie world, I really love the depth of her lyrics, and I've really come to appreciate other artists and their lyrics, which I kind of just frivolously heard before. But I think she opened the door back for me to kind of enjoy life again. My kids are a little older. I have time and space to enjoy artistic things like that, where it's not just go, 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 eat, get ready for bed. And it gives me some time to reflect on that. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. Also, my favorite quote, and this is not Taylor Swift themed, although she has great lyrics and there's going to be a lot of her lyrics in here. My favorite all-time favorite quote is actually from The Office, which is a great show. Is on the last episode where Andy Bernard says, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." That is my all-time favorite quote. I just use that all the time. And when I look at my kids, when I look at where I'm in my career with my friends, I think about that all the time. I want to be able to really live in the moment and know that these are the good old days, and just keep remembering that instead of 5 years from now reminisce about today when I could have enjoyed today. So that is how I'm going to use my weeks, which is very different from a lot of people who use this section functionally. All right, now when you get to the very back, this section, I don't think this is in the avec, this turning the page to a new year. Is it? Maybe it is. Oh, it is. I just totally skipped it. Okay, so a lot of people I've seen do what do they do? What is it called? What is it called? You know, when they like put out their dreams and their wishes. Ugh, I can't remember what it's called right now. All of a sudden I'm blanking. But this is another Taylor Swift theme area. So I told you guys I have a whole bunch of Taylor Swift stickers that I got. So these are the ones that I think I want to use. So it's, if I was a man, then I'd be the man, which is on the Lover CD 1989, because, you know. And this is the Eras tour, which I went to, which was super impactful for me. I haven't been to a concert since her 1989 concert, which was, I don't know, I think it was 2015, because it was before I had kids at Staples Center. But this was like the best concert. I mean, okay, I haven't been to too many, but it was just so good. Okay, and this is I'm Doing Better Than I Ever Was. And this other one I picked is You Play Stupid Games, You Win Stupid Prizes, also from Cruel Summer, which is a great beat. Me and Karma Vibe Like That from Midnights. And then which one's this one? I'm Damned If I Do, Give a Damn That What People Say, which is also from Midnights. I believe this is it Lavender Haze? Ugh, I should know that. Anyway, now I've had these picture frame stickers forever. I thought they were so cute. I actually probably got them 2-3 years ago, and I've never had a reason to use it. I didn't know how. But what I think I'm gonna do, combined with these stickers and this page, is I think I want to, and I have to figure it out how it fits, but I'm going to do something like that. I'll probably put the sticker, should I put it underneath? I think I'm gonna put it underneath and lay it out like so. So let me rearrange it and show you the final product and how I'm gonna lay it out. All right, so I set it up. I'm afraid some of these things are gonna get cut off, but I think I'm okay with that. So this will be what I think I'm gonna do. How does that look? So, oh, then I have the You Belong With Me one. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Again, your planner should be about whatever makes you happy. And if you want, oh, vision board, that's what it was. If you wanna do a vision board, I think that's also a great idea. I would love to do that too, but I don't know, I just couldn't come up with the medium to come up with those vision boards. I didn't have, you know, magazines on me or anything, but I had a whole bunch of stickers. So this is what I'm gonna do. Again, the Eras Tour. Let me just say, this is a complete sidetrack. Did you guys know how hard it is to get tickets these days? Now, if you have an artist that you love, but they're not crazy famous, you're lucky because, okay, when I got Usher tickets, it was like a walk in the park. But Taylor Swift tickets, did you guys know you have to sign up for pre-sales? And then they will send you a pre-sale code for a chance to get on Ticketmaster to get tickets. Like, you're not guaranteed tickets, you have to get on there. And then when you get on there, have you ever been in a queue of multiple hours and you're like number 50,000th place? Because I have, and I had no idea it was gonna be like that. Okay, that was Switzerland, but let me backtrack to when she was in America. I didn't know you had to sign up for pre-sale codes because I'm a millennial and the last concert I went to was in 2015. So I didn't get pre-sale codes. So I was asking everyone and their mom if they could get me a ticket. They couldn't. I went on Twitter, I went on Reddit, I tried to get everything. And you know what? If you guys ever want tickets to someone who's really famous, don't buy it off some random person on the internet. There's just so many scams, no matter how real it looks. I don't know. I just don't advocate for that. So it was a huge ordeal. So much to the point I was obsessive about going. I mean, you know, when you're a planner, you are trying to plan your way into everything, and that's what I did. Now, I digress. Let me get back to this and set this up. So I'm not gonna walk you guys through all of it, but what I'm doing is kind of placing it down. Let me zoom in, kind of see where the grid line is that I want to do it in, so it makes sense. So it looks like I need to do it in this line-ish right there. So okay, let's just go for it. Okay, so I put it down first, and then I get this sticker. Oh, I love this sticker. And then I kind of go in the, oops, close one. That's what I've been doing. How's that look? All right, so this is how it turned out. Let me use my Cricut thing. Super handy today. So that's kind of how it looks today. I like it. Now the dailies, nothing fancy here. I'm probably not going to use the time for, you know, scheduling, because again, I don't really want this to be functional. I want this to be journaling and stickering up and just kind of like artistic-y, if that makes sense. This page, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be so see-through, but I think it's fine because I'm going to cover it up with stickers. I want to use my big ol' honkin' stickers. Now this isn't the only one I have that has these big ol' honkin' stickers, but I want to put it here and use them up. So I'm going to do that for that first monthly page. And then the rest, same thing. Now the very back, after December, I think there are a few extra pages. Okay, yeah, there is. So I think there's about 5. And what I want to do is I'm going to swatch my markers. And I do that because, so let me show you my notebook. So I used to swatch on a notebook like this, and then, you know, and then I'll write the color or the number of the pen, right? But you can tell already that this color paper and this color paper is different. This is like more of a very bright white, and this is a little bit of a off yellow white. And the way I do decorations is I like to actually pick the sticker first, because obviously the color of the sticker is not going to change. And then I like to put it against all my swatches to see which color matches the best, because you know, you might have like 10 pinks and they're not all necessarily going to look good with that sticker you pick. Now, I used to do it on regular paper, but I want to do it here because the color comes out a little bit different on this paper. Is that extra? Maybe, but I like doing it. So I'm going to do all of them here. I actually did swatching in the 100 section before, I believe, in my weeks. Let me double check. And you really need a swatch on the weeks, by the way. If anyone has it, it's much more yellow. So I think it's gonna feel the color. Yeah, okay. So I did it in the hundreds, but I honestly don't know if I have more than 100 markers, but I don't want to get to 100 and be like, I don't have enough room, and then now it's gonna not look symmetrical with all my other markers. So I'm going to swatch these. I have these really cheap Amazon markers that I'm also going to swatch. Some are in good condition, some aren't, because my daughter is a YOLO queen and really messed some of them up. But it's okay because they're cheap. And then I have these Pentel brush tip pens, and I have some midliner somewhere that I want to swatch at the end. For the rest of it, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I ain't going to use it, okay? Let's just normalize. If there's no purpose in it for you, don't use it. I don't speak Japanese. I can't read Japanese. I can only guess what these are about, but I don't know, and I don't think it's relevant for me, so I won't use it. I also won't decorate the back. Oh, I love that. I love that. Because I don't really ever look in the back, so I'm not going to waste my breath or my stickers on that. I'm going to leave it plain. So that is my Hobonichi setup. Now, finally, I want to just go quickly over the pens that I have. I told you in the beginning, I don't use fountain pens. These are the gel basic pens I use. Now, this is obviously not gel. This is the marker. I bought 2 sets of these Tombow pens, and I put them all in here. I got them on sale. So I don't know if I'm going to buy more. I try to just use what I have, but those are very common in my coloring decoration. I also have these Tombow brush pens. I have one more here. I think one of them's hard tip, one of them's soft tip, and I really wanted to try hand lettering, which is why I got them. I'm still not very good, but I have high hopes for myself. So I still keep these. I also like these Pigma Micron pens. This is, let me zoom in. This one's like a little bit fatter. There's one that's really thin that I also like to use. Let me see if it's, oh, I guess I have a few of these. I don't know where they come from. Okay, this one's really thick. This is just a straight up marker looking thing. Okay, this one. You guys, oops. You guys see how thin that is? I love using this for rulering lines. This dries really fast, so I like that one. So I have a few of these. Now, I'm gonna go through these. My favorite gel pens of all time. I don't care what anyone says. My Pilot G207, I love this. I have a box of the black ones. And is it great for the Hobonichi Cousin? Probably not. And I say probably not because these are really jelly and thick, and it takes a very long time to dry. So if you want to use it in your Hobonichi Cousin, the way I used it in my weeks or my previous cousin is I let it open and let it dry, and then it's fine. But if you don't have the patience for that, these are not going to be good for you. But I still use these here and there because I just love the way it feels when I write them. A great substitute for that is well, I've known about this pen for a while, the Energel Klena. I've seen a few people use it. The consistency is pretty thick, but it dries faster than the Pilot G2. Now, this is my sterling ink. Look at how thick that is. I feel like it's a little bit thinner than the Pilot G2, but it's still thick and bold, and I love that. Now, my other favorite, the Uniball Signo 207 in 0.38. is also super thin. I love this. And let me show you how it writes. This is how it writes, really thin. And I like that. Sometimes when I have a lot to say and I don't need things to be so bold, I like writing in that pen. So that's my other go-to. And finally, my Pilot G2 pencil. I will say my favorite mechanical pencil is actually the Dr. Grip mechanical pencil. I use that all through, college and grad school. But this is the one I have for now. But I do use this when I want to be a little extra artsy and I'm still not sure of myself and I need to erase it. So again, I am not a fountain pen user. These are the pens I use. I haven't done a pen test, but I'll let you guys know if it's a serious problem. But my guess is it's not going to be a huge issue for me because I don't use fountain pens. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys like my Taylor Swift floral theme today. I know it's a little different, maybe from what you've typically seen. I just find her stuff super inspirational and it just makes me happy. And your planner should be set up in a way that helps you keep at it and also makes you happy when you see it. All right.